60s. Then by midnight, because of that front, we're likely going to be dropping into the 40s by midnight on New Year's Eve, but should still be a pretty clear day nonetheless. 13 alert radar right now, nothing to track for once after a couple of busy days here in the ABC 13 Weather Center. But rolling through Future Track, you'll be able to see some of the fog develop. This is not cloud cover in the morning. This is Future Track picking up on some of those areas of dense fog. You see that along the coast, especially east of I-45 and in and around the city of Houston as well. That should lift by mid-morning. I'm thinking 9, 10 o'clock. And then after that, lots of sunshine, 2 o'clock and then 6 o'clock. Beautiful sunset tomorrow as well. So the rest of your 10-day forecast, a warm day for tomorrow. That next cold front moves through on Tuesday for New Year's Eve. The rest of the 10-day forecast welcoming the new year with some seasonal temperatures for early January. We warm up into the first weekend of the month, but another cold front moves through to cool us down. You do see much colder conditions potentially for the second week of January.
Well, I guess we'll continue to learn more in the coming days.
Yeah, as of right now, we know about 4 of the tornadoes and potential paths. The width of the tornado, the intensity along that is still to be determined. There's a lot for the National Weather Service to sift through over the next few days. Thankfully, they'll have you posted on that.
Elyse, thank you. And we are Eyewitness News on this Sunday. We hope to see you again tonight at 10. For Elyse Smith, Mo Hyder, and all of us here, I'm Tom Abrams. Have a good night. Be kind to one another. Meteorologist Elyse Smith joins us now with new information tonight from the National Weather Service about those tornadoes we witnessed yesterday.
Hey there, Tom. We finally have the preliminary damage assessment from the National Weather Service. Crews were out surveying damage, and here's more information about the 6 tornadoes that touched down yesterday in southeast Texas. First one, the Katy tornado, was an EF1 with peak winds of 100 miles per hour, was on the ground for almost 11 miles and was 150 yards wide. It went from Waller County into portions of Harris County. And then for the Porter Heights tornado, this was likely one of the stronger tornadoes of the day. EF3, peak winds of 140 miles per hour, was almost a mile wide. Imagine that, a mile-wide tornado here in southeast Texas. Now farther south, the Brazoria tornado had peak winds of 125 miles per hour, was EF2 rated. This is also where we unfortunately had that one fatality as this tornado was about had a 9-mile track with it in Brazoria County. And then to Galveston County, the National Weather Service split up this tornado in 2. We have the Dickinson tornado, which was an EF1, and then the Bay Cliff tornado, which was an EF0. And then to Chambers County. This is the long track tornado of the day, was on the ground across Chambers County for 22 miles, was an EF3 with peak winds of 138 miles per hour. Again, this is all preliminary data. Survey crews could be out and about over the next few days, still assessing damage across southeast Texas. Now, for tonight, no storms, but some fog. We have some reduced visibility across the region right now. No advisory, but this is something that could impact your morning commute tomorrow. We'll have more on this, plus the 2 cold fronts we're expecting later this week coming up in my forecast.
Elyse, thank you.
Portions of Chambers County, so that is actually the sunlight and all the lightning reflecting off of the hail that is in the thunderstorm cloud. It was just incredible to see that kind of storm here in southeast Texas over the weekend, but no more like that, at least for the rest of the year. Quiet weather, but we did just get a fog advisory. This is brand new from the National Weather Service. Fog advisory in effect until 9 a.m. for most of southeast Texas, including Houston, Harris County, and Montgomery County as well. We could see visibility of a quarter mile or less at times through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we're already starting to see some of those reduced visibility conditions out there right now. You can see it pulling in right now in Lake Conroe. Here at ABC 13, we're zoomed in on an intersection. Everything looks to be going pretty good. But for tomorrow morning, for the morning commute, just be aware that you could run into some slower traffic and some of that fog. This is 6 a.m. in the morning. If you're going back to work after a long holiday weekend, this could really slow you down coming in from either Katy or coming in as well from East Harris County too, and some of that reduced visibility extending far north into Livingston County as well. But with the sunshine in the morning, and we are going to see a breeze pick up from the coast, all of that should lift pretty quickly and move on out of here. And then we're left with a bright and sunny day for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a very warm Monday. High temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, near 80 degrees. And then for Tuesday, everything changes. We have our next cold front moving in. Thankfully, it's not a storm front this time around, just cools us down for Tuesday and New Year's Eve. But then we are monitoring the potential for showers and thunderstorms next weekend. But we do have a couple of days of quiet weather, some sunny and dry weather before we have to worry about our next thunderstorm chance. But two cold fronts, two different fronts rolling in over the next 10 days. The first one on New Year's Eve, moving in the morning. So this is actually going to limit temperatures from rising too quickly. In the afternoon, it'll be near seasonal in the afternoon. Then for that next front moving in next weekend, the first weekend of 2025, monitoring this potential system for showers and thunderstorms, but then a cool down behind it as well that could take us into the first full week of January. As for the New Year's Eve front, there it is. It opens the door for cooler temperatures where by midnight on Tuesday night, heading into 2025, temperatures might only be in the mid to upper 40s. So a chillier night for New Year's. Last year we had a little bit of rain. It was a little misty outside. This time around it will be much chillier but clearer as well. No rain to worry about for New Year's Eve. Meanwhile, 13 alert radar finally dry out there. Let's go through future track now for you so you can see what to expect. All of this you see in the morning, this is fog. This is not cloud cover. Then it quickly lifts. We see a bright, clear day, and I got nothing to talk about on future track for tomorrow. As for your 10-day forecast, though, tomorrow's going to be a warm day. High temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. And then we have that cold front, though, moving in early Tuesday morning, likely right around sunrise. That's why temperatures don't rebound that much in the afternoon after starting the day only in the 50s. As for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, first few days of January, very seasonal temperatures, but we look ahead to the first weekend. That's when we start to see potentially that next weather system roll in with some showers and thunderstorms, then cooler temperatures as we head into the second week of January.
Elyse.
And we got a dense fog advisory for Monday in effect until 9 a.m. Houston, Harris County also included in the dense fog advisory. This was just issued about an hour ago or so. Again, in effect until 9 a.m. as we could see visibility of a quarter mile or less overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. So looking ahead, here you go. Wow, look how quickly that fog has settled into Lake Conroe. Only half a mile visibility there. Visibility decreasing in Houston as well. Along the coast, we have a slight breeze, so we might see a little bit of fog in the morning, but it shouldn't be too bad. Right along the coast, I'm thinking it's going to be right along I-10 in the city of Houston and areas north, where we will have some of this dense fog, and again, right through sunrise. Once we see sunrise, we get a breeze, and then temperatures warm up. We have the sunshine. All of that fog should lift into the afternoon. Now, as for the forecast beyond the fogginess, well, we have a bright, sunny afternoon for tomorrow, but Tuesday, everything changes as a cold front moves through the region on Tuesday. That's going to drop temperatures for New Year's Eve. And then the next weather system that could bring a cold front moves in next weekend. So our next chance for rain and thunderstorms in the forecast, we have a couple of days. It's not until next weekend when that next active system will be moving into the region. Now, as for those two cold fronts, again, two over the next 10 days. First one, it's not a stormy front. It's just a cold front and moves through New Year's Eve. That will move through early in the morning and then keep temperatures from rising in the afternoon. Will only be in the low to mid 60s. That's actually seasonal for late December and early January. We keep those seasonal temperatures for the first few days, but then by the time we get to the weekend, that's when our next weather system with the potential for showers and thunderstorms moves in, and also cooler temperatures follow behind it with that cold front. But the first front will move through again early Tuesday morning, so that limits temperatures for warming up, and then that will also lead to a pretty chilly New Year's Eve as well. We are expecting clear conditions across southeast Texas. That's some good news there. But then we do have the chance to see temperatures, though, a bit chillier right around midnight, only in the upper 40s. 13 alert radar now. We do have the chance to see a fog developing on the radar, not picking it up too much, but it should be pretty dry over the next couple of hours. Looking at tomorrow morning, again, dry forecast, dry weather. This is fog. This isn't cloud cover on future track. That fog quickly lifts. Then we have lots of sunshine, clear sky, nothing to talk about. Good news for all of us after the very active pattern we had over the past week. Rest of the 10-day forecast now. From the cold front on Tuesday, we got that next front moving through next weekend. In between, though, the first couple of days of January are going to be very seasonal, but then looking ahead to that cold front moving in next weekend, that's our next chance for showers and storms in southeast Texas, and we also will be monitoring a cool down after that as well.